Hi there. Thank you so much for joining me today. Sims 4 video, another redecorate. This time it's Oakenstead in Willow Creek. It's the house on the big lot below Capri something. I can never remember the name of that. It's too close to the apartments where I live, near where I live. Capri something. Is it even Capri? Whatever. This was difficult. So difficult. Sorry about that. The Wikipedia listed this at 253,863 and they call it a mansion. I don't think anybody knows what mansion means. It's thrown out there like bungalow and duplex. But anyway, my file shows that it is at 238,228. I don't know why there's a difference like that. But I think my final tally after I did the redecorate is similar. Probably a little bit more. Well, I use high-end items on big homes like this because they're big. But I would not call this a mansion. I'm sorry, it only has... Oh, that's the other thing. It was supposed to have 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. So I didn't touch much of the architecture. But I did, again, rearrange things. So it is now a 3-bedroom, 4-bath. And this took me a while. I am going to apologize. Maybe I shouldn't, but I will anyway. When I started this a couple days ago, everything was going along fine, and then my next door neighbor decided to burn treated lumber. He, if I haven't told you this before, collects junk, and then he throws it in his yard. And he puts a big bonfire together right in front of his house in the yard, in the backyard. And he douses it in kerosene. Because that was the first thing that hit me, was the kerosene smell, and it was overpowering. That night, the wind just happened to be out of the east, which is very rare. It's usually south, north, west, or one of the combinations, never out of the east. That smoke went until 3:30 in the morning, blowing directly into our house, and we don't have air conditioning. It's summer. Our windows are open. And I even went out there and I said, please. My mother just got out of the hospital. She is recovering in that room right here. We don't have air conditioning. The windows are open, and you're burning trash. Toxic trash. I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, it'll be done in a little bit. Well, it wasn't done in a little bit. It started at around 9, and it went until almost 4 o'clock in the morning. I slept with a bandana around my nose. Tried to sleep. My eyes were on fire. My daughter, too, she was suffering. I was furious. So I kept having to run out of the room just to get some fresh air, and you can't get fresh air. There was no part of this house, the front yard, you could see the trail of grayish blue smoke just heading up the street. But it all came through our house. Man, I was beyond angry. So I couldn't finish. I had just started this file. Just started it. And I had to run away. So I finished up yesterday. I'm so sorry. It took me all day. Because this was really hard. Not touching the original architecture and structure of the house makes it difficult because I don't like this house. I don't care for the layout or anything. But that was my challenge to myself, is to just Make them look a little nicer. I hope I did that. Yeah, I went with Florida pink. I hope you guys don't mind that. I think it turned out okay. I'm not unhappy. But as I mentioned, the only thing I'm really unhappy is the layout. I just don't care for it. I never like these kinds of houses. It's too much for zero reason. I gave them this half bath down here and this vestibule. That's new. I turned the staircase and I got rid of a fourth bedroom so that there would be a master bath in each room. And then I didn't do traditional rooms because I'm looking at this as like an estate sale. So a lot of this is original to the house. Well, not the original, but what I mean is I decorated it the way it would probably look if you bought the house from a family that has been there for generations. And then slowly but surely you work your way through it and add your own touches and change things, modernize it, update it, keep what you like and get rid of what you don't. Something like that. I'm not unhappy with this room in particular. I think it's very charming, but I did go a little upscale with the dining room because I figured that might be one thing that you would bring with you or buy if you just don't like what was there. So that's probably one of the few modern things about this. The kitchen is not a mistake because normally I go with white and then I change colors later. I deliberately left it like this. It does look clean and modern, but I think, well, all right, I should stop saying that. Maybe if I was able to do something like this, one of the first rooms I would tackle is the kitchen. So I would call this room updated, and then the rest of the house, not so much. I don't know that it's all that horrible. I did change out the stairs as well as moving the position of it. And then I forgot because of that snafu in recording. I went away for a whole day, came back. I forgot that I already had a game room type sorta on the first floor. And then I went ahead and turned that open room into another one. I'm sorry. But I'm having difficulty at this point trying to find new items to install. I think I just always, my go-tos, and I'm getting tired of them as well. I'm sure you are. So I don't quite know. I did use the new telescope out here. I found that. And in the last one, I used the new lights. But I'm not buying the Wolf pack. I did not buy the Star Wars pack. And of course, I can't afford it anyway, but the little, what are they called, kits? I can't even afford to buy those anymore. So I'm stuck with what I have. This room I absolutely love. This is so charming to me. I hope you guys like it as well. I did end up going color. I noticed when I do that, when I choose color, and then all the items in that color range come up, I find a lot of new things that I never noticed prior to doing it that way. And I'm re-falling in love with rugs as a result. It's like, how come I never noticed this? And it's because there are so many color swatches. They just put up one, and that's all you ever see. So you bypass it a lot of times instead of actually clicking on it and looking at all the different varieties. So when I go color, I get to see them all, and I like building that way. I think it helps at any rate. I'm not sure. But I do like the way it came out. I think it's very, very pretty. Now this, again, these weren't here. I gave her a walk-in closet and a bathroom. These were not here at all. This was just one solid, huge room. It was kind of like the last house that I did. What was it called? I don't remember. Brook Bungalow? It's built the exact same way, only a little bit larger. And that's the other thing I don't care for. So yeah, this room was here, but it was twice the size because neither of those bathrooms were there. It was just a huge, no. It was half, yeah, like this was a bedroom and then there was another bedroom. And I made it 2 bathrooms and a walk-in closet. Yeah, it was a lot like that. Well, whatever. I'm just saying I didn't go overboard again with too many items because I think if you were to download this from the gallery and play in it, you would be able to survive. There's plenty here to do, but you would also delete and add your own taste. Because I thought about it, should I give the kids one of those Wabbit tablets and should I put more toys? Should they have a toy box? I gave them 3 toys. And I did make the room for like toddler child, but I forgot to put a little squatty potty in the bathroom for the BB. I didn't do that because I never really think about that kind of stuff. Here's another thing. I did go overboard with the landscaping this time. I have not done this in a while, but I'm very pleased with the results. I hope you guys like them too. This is a lot of base game on one side and that romantic garden on the other. But I put it there for privacy reasons against that Capri house. I wish I could remember. Capri Towers? Capri... Is it Capri? Oh, whatever. I have one little flower out of place there. It was a mistake that I did not go back and fix, so I apologize for that. So there's the new telescope. That piano was here, and the more I thought about it, I'm like, you know what? Why not? If you were to have a garden party, or even a wedding reception here, it'd be nice to have that piano out there. Why not? But I like this end result. I still don't like the house. I love the lot. It's huge. It's a 50 by 50, and those are my favorite because you can go nutso on them. I'm just in the mood at this point to update and upgrade original EA homes. I sure hope you guys don't mind, and I absolutely hope with all my heart that you're enjoying these videos. So that's about it. I went overboard with the fountains again, but I don't care. You call this a mansion, then mansion should have at least 1 fountain, right? I gave them 3. Thank you so much for sticking with me to the end and supporting my channel. I really appreciate that. Like the video if you did. That would help me out so much. Do take good care of yourselves and have a wonderful day as well. Bye-bye.